Ever feel like your brain needs a personal assistant? Like, just to keep up with, life.
It's the always-on world we live in, right? Too much information, never enough time.
Exactly. And that's kind of what makes this whole deep dive so interesting, right? We're talking AI, ChatGPT specifically, and how it can, be that extra brain power we all need.
It's almost like flipping the script. Instead of it just using tech starts working for us, yeah. And this Tech Talk Nexus episode, it lays out some pretty wild scenarios.
It really does. They start off with this idea of ChatGPT as your, get this, personal time management guru.
Hold on. Seriously?
Yeah, for real. They even gave this example, someone using it to build their daily schedule meetings, errands, the whole 9 yards, perfectly organized.
So it's not just like a glorified to-do list.
Right. It's AI that gets your priorities and then figures out the best schedule for you.
That's wild. Makes you think about that saying, work smarter, not harder, which they actually mention in the episode, too.
They do. And get this, they talk about using ChatGPT for those tasks everyone hates. Client proposals, data analysis. Ugh, my two least favorite things.
Tell me about it. But that's the cool part, right? It's not just doing the work for you, but with you, like a thought partner.
Right. Breaking down these big, hairy tasks into, something manageable.
Imagine tackling a proposal with an AI by your side, guiding you through it.
It'd be amazing. Like a brainstorming buddy, but organized.
Yeah.
Speaking of, they even mentioned using ChatGPT collaboratively, which the possibilities there.
Collaboration. And that makes me think about another huge time suck. Emails, especially the professional ones.
Ugh, don't even get me started. Finding that perfect tone,
it's an art form. Totally. And they had this example in Tech Talk Nexus where someone used ChatGPT to draft a follow-up. Polite, but persistent, nailed it on the first try.
Oh, to have that skill.
Yeah.
But here's what really impressed me. They didn't just talk about work stuff. ChatGPT for students. Anyone who loves learning, even.
Lifelong learning. Gotta love it. Totally. And you know what they said in the episode? They gave an example of using ChatGPT to, explain really complex stuff. Machine learning, even. But in a way that's actually easy to understand.
They explain it to me like I'm five
medieval
things, right?
Yeah.
Except any topic. And get this, they even talked about using ChatGPT to make learning, get this, fun.
Fun learning. That's a novel idea.
Right. They were talking summaries, flashcards, even generating essay prompts. Like, it's your study buddy who's always down for a challenge.
Man, that takes me back. Remember cramming for exams? This would have been a game changer.
Totally. Okay, but we've gone on and on about productivity, creativity, learning. But what's the bigger picture here? What does it all really mean?
$1 million question, right? And they kind of hit on this in the Tech Talk Nexus episode, this idea of AI freeing up, mental bandwidth. So we can focus on the stuff only humans can do,
So ChatGPT takes care of the mental logistics, and we get to be creative, solve those big problems. I love it. But it does make you wonder.
Know what?
Well, if we're offloading so much thinking to AI, what does that even mean for us as humans?
Ooh, now we're getting philosophical, which, to their credit, the Tech Talk Nexus folks didn't shy away from. It's something to think about, for sure, as AI gets more and more intertwined with our lives.
Yeah. You used to think about the future. What if AI can do, everything we consider human work?
Right. There's that worry. And they did acknowledge it in the episode, the whole anxiety around jobs, the nature of work changing.
Got to be a concern for some people.
Yeah.
But they made a good point. Every time there's new tech, the job market freaks out a little. Always has.
History repeating itself, right?
Exactly. And sure, some jobs change. Some disappear completely. But new ones pop up. Jobs we can't even imagine right now.
True that. So the key is what? Adaptability, lifelong learning, focusing on the skills that are uniquely us.
Totally. Empathy, creativity, connecting with other people. AI can't fake that.
Exactly. And that's what makes me hopeful, honestly. This isn't about AI replacing us. It's about finding that balance where human ingenuity meets artificial intelligence. Like a partnership.
A partnership, yeah.
Yeah.
Like we're on the edge of something huge, exciting, but also kind of unknown. And that's what I love about this whole conversation. It's all about, possibilities.
Totally. Speaking of possibilities, maybe we should get practical for a second. If someone's listening to us right now thinking, okay, cool, but how do I actually use this thing?
Right. The $1 million question. And they had some good tips in the Tech Talk Nexus thing. Being specific. like
Yeah.
crazy specific with your prompts.
It's like giving directions, you know? You wouldn't just say, take me somewhere fun. You got to give ChatGPT the address, the landmarks, all of it.
Right. It can't read your mind.
Yeah.
Yet, at least. So instead of write me a poem, you got to be like, write a sonnet about, I don't know, autumn leaves crunching, that feeling.
Yeah. Exactly. Details, details, details. That's how you get the good stuff out of ChatGPT. Oh, and context, too. They were big on that.
Context.
Yeah, like think of ChatGPT as a really smart intern. It needs background info to do a good job, you know?
So if I'm asking it to write an email,
Huh.
I can't just say, email my boss. I got to, like, give it the rundown.
Exactly. What's your boss like? What's the point of the email? What kind of tone are we going for? The more context, the better the response.
Makes sense. It's like a back and forth, human, AI working together.
There you go. That's the magic.
And for something so smart, they made a good point. Those Tech Talk Nexus folks, ChatGPT's still learning, still changing.
Always evolving.
So we got to experiment, play around, see what it can do.
Exactly. That sense of discovery. Right. That's what this is all about. Who knows what we'll find?
Exciting stuff. But, and I think this is important, any powerful tool, got to use it responsibly.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I forget that part. And we've touched on that, right? Accuracy, biases,
Right.
using AI in a way that, you know, aligns with our values.
For sure. Okay, I think that about wraps it up for this deep dive into, well, the deep end of ChatGPT.
We covered a lot, from the nitty-gritty to the big philosophical questions.
We did, but this is like the tip of the iceberg.
Just the beginning.
Yeah.
As AI gets smarter, more questions will pop up, more possibilities.
Exactly. So to everyone listening, thanks for coming along for the ride. Hopefully you learned something new today, got those brain juices flowing. Maybe you'll even give ChatGPT a try yourselves. Until next time, stay curious out there.